All right, hello sixth graders, Mr. Grangs here. Obviously you knew that, but I just want to go over some things for the test coming up in our mapping unit. First of all, there's going to be two portions of the test. Part of the test you're going to be able to use the Rand McNeely Classroom Atlas, which is this one. And then also for part of the test you'll need to use the Minnesota desktop map. So these two things you can have at your desk for the test to use to help answer the questions. So, the first portion, using the Rand McNeely Atlas. There's going to be some questions regarding the physical maps and political maps and knowing the difference between the two. And again, you can use the atlas to answer those. Also, on pages 10 and 11 of the Rand McNeely Atlas, you are going to have to find some important places like latitude and longitude lines. And some of the important latitude and longitude lines, like what is this line at 0 degrees latitude? Okay, what's the name of that line, which most of you already know. So keep in mind some of those things that you had on your continents and oceans test. And if you use that particular test, which you should have, or the review for that, that'll also help you for the test. You're going to have to find some locations on pages 10 and 11 using your degrees of latitude and longitude. Okay, so if you were to find something, let's say at 40 degrees south, you would start at 0 degrees, and anything below that line would be south. And again, these latitude lines are listed in light blue. So 40 degrees south would be almost close to 45 degrees south, but slightly above that. So this is 40 degrees south running across. And the second number has to do with the longitude lines. Remember, longitude lines run up and down. So if it was, in this case, let's just make up one, I will say 45 degrees east. Well, starting with the prime meridian at 0 degrees longitude, we would head east that direction. And the numbers are listed again in blue. We have 15, 30, 45. So this is 45 degrees east, because it's east again of the prime meridian. So where these latitude and longitude lines cross or intersect, that is where you're going to find particular locations. So part of the test will be on that. Also, using pages 8 and 9, you're going to have to use the alphanumeric grid. And alphanumeric has to do with alpha for letters and numeric for numbers. Here's when you're going to use the pink letters. Those are the alpha numbers or letters, and then the pink numbers that are listed at the top and the bottom. So alpha and numeric. Again, in the pink, it's the letters and numbers, and again, you're finding where places intersect on the map. So be prepared to do or find some locations using alphanumeric. Also looking a little bit at some of the review questions for the test. Make sure you know the name of the continents and the oceans of the world. So be prepared to answer those questions. And again, that was on our previous continents and oceans test that we took about a week or two ago. The Rand McNeely, you're also going to have to answer some questions from page 32 and 33 using this map here of the United States. Make sure you can understand where provinces are located up here in Canada. That's pretty important, and what provinces are, and the areas around the United States, like the oceans, the countries, so just some of the things that surround the United States. Okay, so that's kind of the Rand McNeely Atlas questions in a nutshell. Also, like I mentioned earlier, using the Minnesota desktop reference map, you're going to have to answer some questions too. And if you did these things in the assignments that we had for this unit, you're going to do really well on the test, because a lot of these same types of questions are taken from the assignments that we've already worked on. So keeping that in mind, here is that map. Make sure you can understand what counties are, okay? And obviously there are the various colors here on the map, and be able to locate the counties. For example, I'll just throw a review question out, and the lights just turned off, so just hang on. And I'm back. All right, so counties, again, different colors here on the map. In area, you know, you can see some are larger, some are smaller. So the largest one in area is right here in orange. Okay, and to know what that county is called, you would just refer to the map legend here, and you would know that the counties are in all capitals, but they're not bold. So this one is St. Louis County. So just so you can identify counties and their names. Other than that, know your interstates, which you've already traced, because you're going to have to find some interstates too on the test. And again, if you've done this particular assignment and the packet that went with it, you'll do quite well. Those are just a few things that I wanted to mention to get you ready for the test, because I want all of you to do really well, and I know you will. So thanks for taking some time out, and good luck with that. Thank you.